Here it is. You guys gonna sit all the way back there? All right. Oh, hang on a minute. What about the candle lighting? See, make sure we got matches. Would somebody like to light the candles, or would you like to light them? Okay. Let me know when we're on air.
Oh, we are.
Good evening, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us today. It was a beautiful day. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. A sunny day, blue sky. I didn't see a cloud. Beautiful temperatures. I hope you all got to spend some time outdoors today before you got into this horrible traffic to get out here today. There are about 4 of us here, and I'm sure there are a number of Jews stuck in traffic trying to get through Hikes Point or get off the Watterson Expressway. We feel for you. We've been there. But let's start today's service. We appreciate you being here. Shabbat Shalom. We're going to begin with Mayafet Shalom. I could feel the agitation just draining out of me. That was very peaceful and beautiful. We turn to page 3 in the prayer book for a reading before lighting the candles. Those of you that are here and those of you at home, if you join me, O source of light, O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their heart. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Laurie, will you come up and light the Shabbat candles for us? Sotov, V'tzivanu L'Ahav L'Ner Shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with misvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Thank you. Please turn to page 8. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English nor Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, and my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created, and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring vision to life, that vision to life. We continue with Lecha Dodi. We are on page 146. Are we standing for Baruch Hu? Please stand. On page 146. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvara. Baruch Adonai Hamvara. I was going to continue with the Mari in English. Is that all right? We are on page 147 in English, if you'll read with me. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Through all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai Hamarava Arovim. If you'll turn the page. As we read in English on page 148, in each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment we stand face to face with truth. In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on the foundation of truth. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Avot Yisrael. Please remain standing as we chant Shema, the watchword of our faith. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated as we continue with the Ve'ahavta on page 150. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavka hayom levavecha vishinantam levanecha b'dibarta bam b'shiftecha b'vetecha uvleftecha b'derech usharpecha uvkumecha ukshartam leota yodecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha uktavtam al mizuzot betecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai item kedoshim Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem Eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. We are on page 152, Micha Mocha. We are on page 153 in English in the middle. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are our true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace. All over we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, hapoer safsher, lainu, al-kol al-Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Please rise now on page 155, Adonai Sifatei Tifta, and we will continue through page 158.
Adonai Sefatav Tiftach Ufia Gita Hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ahel Hagadol, Hagibor Hanora, Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezoher Hasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ava, Melech Ozer Moshiach Umagin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mehayeh Koatav Rav Le'oshia. And we are not at Simchat Torah, so Morid Hata, Mechachel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Somek Noflim Rofe Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha mocha bal geverot, umido melach, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata l'chachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Nkroshim b'cho yam yalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
Please be seated. We are on page 160. In English, we'll continue in the middle of the page. May these hours, please read together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all struggle with rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt and healing run this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promises. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat. We are on page 164. Shalom Rav. Where is it? I think we'll have to do it for ourselves. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon L'kol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon L'kol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Etamna Yisrael B'chol et me'oshar b'shalomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Batim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim leolam, tasim leolam. At this time, we want to think about those of us and people we know who are in need of healing. On our Mishaberach list this Friday, please hold in your prayers David Rosenberg, Fran Skal, Gerald Barron, Wes Gersh, Paul Tackett, Diane Levine, Chassia Haberman, Adam Carico, Bogi Terziava, Ed Gould. The men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces, the men and women of the Israeli Defense Forces, and the hostages who have been held in Gaza for over a year. The Israelis who continue to be displaced from their homes and continue to live with daily missile and rocket attacks from multiple fronts. Also, the innocent Palestinians and Lebanese who are suffering because of the war started by Hamas on October 7th. We also want to keep in our prayers all who are affected by the recent hurricanes Helene and Milton, and also the people of Ukraine. As my arm reaches out to you, please include anybody else you would like us to keep in our prayers. It's Marigold. Please join us in Misha Berach. Let's continue with a moment of silent prayer so that we can search our own hearts. Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody that came out tonight. I have a few remarks prepared. I've had them prepared since last night. I only found out Wednesday that I was doing this service, so I appreciate everybody's indulgence. But I did think of some things. We've just been on a whirlwind of experiences and services, beginning with Shlichot, and many services since then. Which ones can you think of? We had Mitzvah Day, Erev Rosh Hashanah, 2 Rosh Hashanah services, Erev Yom Kippur, Saturday morning Yom Kippur services. We just had Sukkot, build the Sukkot, and then we had services in the Sukkot Wednesday night. And we've got schmoozing in the Sukkah tomorrow night, those of you that can make that, and Simchat Torah somewhere down the line. And whether you've attended all the services, many of them, a few of them, or just one, in person or on Zoom, I'm sure you've experienced the expected and familiar attributes of the holiday, some things you were looking forward to, the grandeur of the prayers, the visuals of our Torahs in white, and the rabbi and the cantor in white up on the bimah here, maybe the music and some tunes you were listening to. But then there were some unexpected quiet moments that grab you. For me, one was at one service, I can't remember which, but we know Megan that comes from Elizabethtown. What's her daughter's name, do you know? Huh? Yeah, Harper's, anyhow, I apologize. Her daughter was in the back there doing some ballet movements to cantor singing. I mean, it was just darling and beautiful, and that was one. Does any of you have any to share or anything about that? To put you on the spot.
Holding the Torah.
That's right, that is a powerful moment. We had 4 Torahs, each one being held, and that's a long time to hold it. The one of them is very heavy, is it? One of them is much heavier than the others.
About midway through, you gotta adjust. And at one point, I was like holding a baby, just because I was afraid.
I have no doubt of that. You're absolutely right. For me, I've got to find this here. Goodness. For me, it was one particular moment. I'll share it with you. Excuse me.
Oh, Will, yeah. Yeah, he likes to think that. No, that was impressive. He likes to pick it up every in the house. He said some crap.
Oh, the blowing of the shofar. Yeah.
He'll be up there next year, I'm sure.
Well, one of those moments for me was a quiet little prayer that was read. I think it was on Yom Kippur morning. It's called The Patience of Ordinary Things. And it went by so quickly you might have missed it, but I snuck out and took a picture of it, and I'd like to share it with you now. The patience of ordinary things. It is a kind of love, is it not? How the cup holds the tea, how the chair stands sturdy and foursquare, how the floor receives the bottoms of shoes or toes, how soles of feet know where they're supposed to be. I've been thinking about the patience of ordinary things, how clothes wait respectfully in closets, and soap dries quietly in the dish, and towels drink the wet from the skin of the back, and the lovely repetition of stairs, and what is more generous than a window? Well, I mean, it grabbed me at the time, and I've been thinking about it ever since. And it's let me think that there's a lot to ponder in ordinary life. And because of this poem, I hope to be more patient and aware so that I may notice and appreciate how the miracle of ordinary life unfolds. And on occasion, I hope I will be moved to thank the universe for such abundant blessings. Shabbat Shalom to you all. Thank you for being here in person and on Zoom as well. I'm supposed to make some announcements, but the Temple Shalom newsletter did come out today, news you can use, and it's chock full of information, so check it online. I would just stress, come to schmoozing at the Sukkah tomorrow night at 5:30. The traffic should be all cleared up by then. It should be a little warmer. We'll be here at 5:30. There's going to be plenty of food. I peeked in the kitchen. There is plenty of food. So if you somehow neglected to make a reservation, please come anyhow. You're more than welcome. Bring a chair, and we hope to see you there. So, thank you. Let's continue with our service. We are on page 288. Let's read responsively by paragraph. When I die, give what is left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arm around someone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that is left of me is love, give me away. This Friday night, we want to mark the following anniversaries of their passing. Esther Avery, Olive Winifred Mary Bankhead, William Charlton, Miriam Edelson, Ilse Freundlich, Alice Helft, Arthur Helft, Martin Kaplan, Fanny Esther Krinsky, Milta Mandel, Sarah Rose Sexter, and we are in a period of shloshim for Davida Levine, Rabbi Carla Friedman, and Jay Tyson. We rise for the Kiddush on page 294. The Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Bialma divra kirute v'yamlech malkute. B'chayechon v'yomechon. Uvchaye dekal Beit Yisrael. Ba'agola uvzman kariv v'yemru. Amen. Osei Shalom Rabba Min Shema. Olam Yemaya. Yit Borah v'yit Tabar v'yit Poar v'yit Raman v'yit Naseh. V'yit Adar v'yit Talel v'yit Talal Shemei Dekudisha Berechu. Leila Min Kol Birta Tirata. Tushbechata v'ne'emata. Da'amiran bi'almat v'yemru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chayem aleinu v'yal Kol Yisrael v'yemru. Amen. Osei Shalom b'mramav. Huya Aseh Shalom. Aleinu v'yal Kol Yisrael v'yemru. Amen. May their memories be for a blessing. Please be seated. We'll conclude our service with Ein Keloheinu. I think it's found on page 322 and on Spotify right here. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for attending. And have a good Shabbos. Yeah, we'll retire to the foyer for Kiddush and Motzi, and we've got a special challah today. It looks store-bought, but it's not. Ooh, wee doggy.